Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 72 of my RPG Maker series. Last time I began working on the fourth challenge in the skill shrine, but today I'm going to move on and work on something else. So let's dive in. So I've returned to the mayor's basement because there's a few things I need to do before we move on. Chief of which is set up a event where the player talks to the skill angel. I had to remember what the heck I called them. It's been so long since I've referred to them. So we've got the glowy, we've got the glowy thing that shows up on this skill shrine, and then a text message with the face. What did I do with you? Green. There we go. So, if you recall, the fake mayor had the statue moved into this basement. You get to this point after defeating her and saving the real mayor and making your way through the basement to this point. So, she should have an appropriate response to that, or the player characters should have an appropriate reaction to her. I think that's good. Oh, thank God you survived. I thought for sure you'd fall for that demon's tricks. I think I'm going to change that. I wanted to do like a Valley Girl inflection for each of the angels, but that can come later. I don't want to accidentally leave Fur sure in there if I don't do the whole dialogue that way. But I just want to get through this as quick as possible to move on to the next part. So I need the switch for that. It's going to stay like this, blank, until something happens. I know, I can tie it to this door. When this door's open, then the angel... Oh, actually, I could tie it to the mayor. Once the player talks to the mayor and gets her to follow, then the angel will show up. Yeah, I can do that. All right, so let's move on, because we're going to do everybody's favorite level type, the sewers. Now, if you recall, I wanted to have this dungeon, whatever, the exit point here, go under the town and pop up outside. Let me go back to the world map real quick. Over here somewhere. Quite possibly up here. So they're going to have to go under the town and around and out. Or, well, I don't want to make it too long. I think this whole big chunk of lake is a perfectly big enough area to cover. I could have it go under the town, but then I would have to build it in a different direction. Yeah, all right. Let's, Nope. Let's make a new one. Let's put it dungeon. Let's say I want to make it appropriately big enough, but not ridiculous. Yeah, 35 seems to be a good... Well, 35 height. Let's width... Maybe not so much. Let's try... Yeah, let's try 27. Let's try 27. Map name will be City Sewers. Until I come up with a name for the city, it's going to be City Sewers. I still can't believe I don't have a name for the city yet. I can't think of a good one. I mean, I had ideas like Las Vegas or Salt Lake City, something along those lines, but I don't have a good name for it yet. All right, so we want sewers. I'm thinking we'll go with wall type like this. I also want... Yes, I want water effects and I want water effects. Oh, but I don't want every water effect to be pristine water. Can I do... No, not really. Not with the surrounding earth. That's a shame. Can I get some miasma in here. Kinda, sorta. It doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't look the same. Plus, I think you can walk on it. Well, shoot. How else can I represent the corrupting sludge in the water? I don't think I can, actually. I think that's my only option. Unless I go with a different, well, it's green. Not quite the same, but it works. Well, does it work? Let me zoom in real quick. What is it? Is it grass or is it just green? I guess I could use it. I just have to make sure I don't put it someplace where the player can walk over it. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get rid of this. Actually, let's just get rid of the whole thing. All right. So, I need an entrance where the player is coming in from. I need a direction that they're going to walk. And I need an exit. Let's assume they come in from over here. That means I need the exit to be up here somewhere. And then they will twist and turn their way through the sewers to the top. That's fine. But what if I do the opposite direction? Let me get rid of these. What if I put it up here and the exit is down here somewhere? Like that. Then they wrap their way around down to the bottom. One of the ways is going up through the lake. The other way is going down through the city. If you're going to have a sewer, it's got to go through the city, right? Got to. So I think that's what we'll do. All right. All right. I've talked myself into it. Let's start with the top. Am I going to make it 1 square or 2? I want it to feel cramped. So I think I'm going to go with 1 square. I do need a brick. I do need a brick road, though. What am I going to do? This one? No, it's too nice looking. It's too pristine. Maybe one of these broken things down here. This one? No, it's still too nice. I'm actually going to zoom in too, because I need to get a better look at it. It just looks like a white blob to me at that distance. Let's see. This one? No, I don't like any of them. What about this? No, I don't like that either. Well, shoot. I need maybe something like this. No, it's too manicured. It's too nice. Maybe a dirt. Maybe more just like rock. Or dirt. What's this? That might work. I mean, it's supposed to... I imagine that the rail here is supposed to represent like a train. But it could be like a grate, right? It might work. All right, you know what? I'm going to go with that. I can always fix it later. I can always just replace the entire thing with other ground types. One thing I did think about, though, if I have lighting sources, will the position of it look bad with how low the wall and the ceiling is? Let's see here. Flame. Do we do a... I think a open flame in the sewers is a bad idea. So let's go with that. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It works for down here. Sure. All right. We'll do that. So I need an idea for how I'm going to get this from here to here. What if I do... I'm just going to put this down. Where's the... There we go. Okay. So I need to get I need to get from here to here. And I need to know how to do that. I need an idea. I need an idea. Do I want to make it maze-like? I mean, I did that with the pyramid. Although, it's less maze-like and more linear gauntlet. Endurance test. Maybe... Hold on. I want to do lighting every 2 spaces. Yeah, I want to make it look uniform. Like it was purposefully designed this way. Alright. So, I want it to be long and winding with multiple branches that don't go anywhere, but I also want it to be short. Well, not too short. Not too short. So, I think I'll have a line run out this way that ends with a dead end. And then maybe a line that comes down this way. Actually, I want to put it here. A line that runs down this way. Let's say there's multiple. So another one that doesn't go quite as far. Should this one go to the end? I'm thinking it'll go down to a treasure chest and a dead end. And the player... Yeah, the player will have to backtrack. I don't have a whole lot of that. I mean, that used to be my favorite... Well, maybe favorite's the wrong word, but that used to be one of those design decisions in old RPGs where there were, like, side rooms that the player would follow, get to the end of, and then be like, dang it, I went the wrong direction, now I have to turn around and go back. I guess because I don't have a whole lot of random encounters in my dungeons, it hasn't been... Oh, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I guess because I don't have a whole lot of random encounters, there hasn't been a big need for me to make side rooms. Because I'm not wearing down the player's resources as much as just giving them a different location to enjoy. I guess it looks okay, right? It doesn't look terrible, and I can cover it in, like... Let's see here. Do I have, like, a moss that I can cover it in? A slimy, sludgy growth like this? Yeah. Yeah. I can dirty it up a little, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Do I want to do that? I think if I'm going to cover the wall... Yeah, I don't want to do that. I could cover the wall, but I'm not going to. Alright, so there will be a treasure chest at the end of this room. On the subject of monsters in this area, I don't know if I want to switch gears and go to random encounters or not. Oh, you know what I could do? Alright. Let's take a moment to think about this. What I could do is put monsters down. I'm actually going to visually demonstrate what I'm talking about. So let's put a monster here. Approach. We'll do normal, frequency lower. And yeah, all right. So here's what I'm thinking. We could do a Pac-Man situation where the player has to get from the entrance to the exit, but the monsters are all slowly approaching the player as they walk through. Which means, if that's the case, instead of little corridors like this, I have a bunch of branches that all connect to each other. And the monsters the AI is instructed to move towards the player while the player is trying, maybe trying is a bit too big of a word to use, but the player's trying to avoid the monsters and get to the exit. That's a perfectly valid way to build it, except any RPG player is going to fight the monsters to get stronger. I mean, why wouldn't you? Unless you're running out of resources, you're gonna fight the monsters. So, if I want to force that kind of mentality, I have to limit the player's resources, right? Go with me here. If we go back to the skill shrine, right? We have the vendors who are charging an exorbitant amount of money for their wares before you go into the skill shrine. Once in the skill shrine, you can't get out. The door locks behind you, so you have to go through the whole thing. Now, I don't have any damaging abilities or anything like that in this shrine yet, but I could easily put some in, especially these holes. The player falls down the holes, it does damage to them. They can heal with magic, that's fine, but then you're running low on MP. You get to the last fight with the boss down here in this event, and it's a puzzle boss, so you have to trick out how to defeat her while she's hurting you and draining your resources. You come back out to the exit, which is now open. Come out to the skill shrine. These two vendors are gone, so you can't buy anything. You come out to the village, or the town, or the city, whatever, and you could... Here's where I need to decide if I'm going to limit the player's ability to go back to the shopping and restock, or just leave it. Just leave it alone. Then you go to the mayor's house. Well, regardless, let's say that the shops are closed. They go to the mayor's house. They come down to the basement. They fight their way to the mayor and the Angel of Skill, and then they come in here. So they might be running low on resources. They might be running low on MP. If I stop them from being able to sleep at the inn after the skill shrine, they'll be having some trouble there. Then maybe they will want to avoid the monsters in the sewers. If that's the case, I could build around that. The problem is balancing it, because it could very easily be a situation where the player is super frustrated, especially if there's no indication ahead of time that this kind of situation is going to come up against them. If they're burning through their MP and their recovery items, and they have no idea that in a little while, not a few, but soon they will be in a situation where they have to avoid fights. They have to sparingly keep track of their resources. They might put themselves in a situation where they can't win at all. I mean, I don't think I can build this area. I don't think it would be possible to avoid enemies altogether. Yeah, I just don't think it would be possible to avoid enemies altogether. They're going to have to get into a fight. And if they're in a bad way where any fight is too much for them, then I've done them a disservice. I've done the player a disservice by making it too difficult. So I think a solution to that would be to project early that this is a situation they're going to be in. I could, what is that? Foreshadowing. That's the word I was stalling for. Foreshadowing. Foreshadow that they're going to be in the sewers here that they're going to have to deal with resource rationing. Yeah, but okay, all right. You know, it might be too difficult to go through the test, the shrine, and then the mayor's basement, and then the sewers. Maybe I keep them from being able to go to the inn after the shrine, but they can still go to the vendor. Then I have the mayor's basement where they have to survive and get through. And then the sewers. So instead of... oh god, that's not going to work. So instead of a big marathon through... oh, that's actually... yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So instead of a big marathon through the entire city, it's just from the mayor's basement into the sewers. They won't get a chance to rest in the town after the skill shrine, but they can still stock up on supplies. I think that's fair. Spending your hard-earned money to purchase consumables, while at the same time keeping them from just getting a full recovery. And then having to ration out those items through 2 different areas. That's fair, I think. Especially if the enemies aren't too difficult. If you recall, I designed some of them to have poison, and I think... well, hold on one second while my brain does this thing. But yeah, that's the idea. That will be the idea for here, is to kind of stretch the player's ability to keep themselves alive with limited resources. I'm going to make a room here. There we go. Did that connect there? I want it to connect around this way. But maybe what I could do is have... maybe what I could do is have it go up and down. Like this. Yeah, okay. So what's coming down this way? Well, the player's going to have to come down this way. So they'll have to walk past this room. If I'm going to design it like a Pac-Man thing, I mean, I could just copy Pac-Man's... oh my god, I could just copy Pac-Man's level layout, couldn't I? That would be a nice little Easter egg for anybody who's paying attention. Or I could get copyright striked. Oh, I mean, I could make it similar, right? Without actually making it the same thing. That works. I'm going to remove that. There we go. And remove that. There we go. And remove that. And that. But Pac-Man's got like a big enemy spot in the center of the... I mean, that's what I was trying to do with this, but it didn't turn out quite like I had hoped. You know what? I am actually going to reverse that decision. There we go. There we go. And I will put like a big open space here. There we are. I like that better. Anyways. Well. There we go. Yeah, I like that better anyways. Okay. So I need a dead end down here then, if that's the case. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. This can be a dead end, but this can connect down here. So yeah, let's say that's the dead end. Actually, back up. I need this to be the wall here, like so. So I'm going to commit to the whole Pac-Man thing, huh? Yeah, I'm going to commit to the whole Pac-Man thing. I think it's a neat take on the way dungeons work in RPGs. If I'm going to have enemies on the map you can see instead of random encounters, then why not design a map where everything is homing in on the player and the player can either fight their way through everything, a horde of monsters coming at them, or play keep away until you get to the exit. I like it. I mean, I want to hear you guys' opinion on what you think, because I'm kind of biased about my own decisions. So this will connect down here. I'll worry about that later. I need to get from here to here. So the player could... Actually, I don't think I want to do that. I want them to come... No. I can't think like that. Not dead ends. Everything has to connect to everything, so the player can fight their way through. The difference is, if they know that they can come down, around, to the exit this way, how much more resistance, how many more monsters are between them and the exit that way than going the long way around? And is it going to be the long way around? Because it still needs to connect. If I have a connection here, then the player can come down and around this way. Right. What about over here? This is a lot of empty space I don't want. I suppose I could have it come down this... Oh, yes. All right. All right. So it doesn't really serve a big purpose, but if for some reason the player is over here and a monster makes it here and blocks their way and they don't want to fight it, they can come down and around. Actually, I don't think that's far enough down. Let's make it right here. Also, if the player for some reason decides to just sit here and wait, the monsters can come up this way and ambush them. I like it. Okay. It doesn't really help the player get to the exit, but it does make the... It does give a little more personality to the sewers. Yeah, just a little more personality, which I'm going for. Okay. I like that. I don't like this big chunk here, but I like it. I like it. I mean, I have this chunk here, so having a mirror on the other side wouldn't be too bad. And we can have some enemies. The more enemies I can cram in this area, I think the better, especially with this new design decision I'm going with. Design direction I'm going in. Yeah, having more enemies that the player has to deal with. I'm okay with that. Sure. So I still need to deal with what's over here. Let me save just in case something happens. I have a lot of dark space up here, but not a lot down here. It's not really something I need to worry about, but it does kind of visually throw the map off. So I'll have to keep that in mind as I continue to build. So let's say there's an enemy spot here. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. But if that's the case, then the player... Well, I guess they could come out this way. Do I want to block off... Yeah, that's a whole lot of stuff I'm blocking off. There's no way I'm going to have the sewer wrap up and around this way, so maybe I should have it run the entire length and then splinter off down around. Well, okay, hold on. What if it does end? What if it does end there, but I have another room with monsters. Oh. And then it comes down. So the player could come over here and walk down this way if they find that their exits over here are blocked. I don't like all this big empty space. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. But I do like the idea that there's a monster, just a little side area here. Well, no, I don't want to block that off because I do want to use. Okay. All right. Good. That's good use of the space. What about down here? I want this to connect. I want that to connect. So let's have. I don't want it to just be a straight line though. Ugh. No. I mean, I have a lot of straight lines already, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, and Pac-Man has a lot of straight lines too. Right? It's all about risk. Yeah, okay. All right. I'll do that. Straight lines it is. Oh, I didn't need to. Oof, I didn't need to do that. It's just going to go like so. And then, blocked it off. My finger slipped. Okay. What do I want to do with this? Well, what if I... What if I have a little... What am I trying to... antechamber? Not antechamber. Foyer? Open... What if I have a little open room that the player can walk into? Just as like a breather. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want every room... I don't want the sewer to be straight lines and square rooms. I mean, if you're building it in the real world, you are building for function over form, right? You're trying to avoid wasting how much building material you'll use, and you keep it to right angles and straight lines, right? But this is a fantasy setting. I mean, let's get a little creative, people. It doesn't have to be like the real world. That's boring. Real world is boring enough as it is. That's actually not going to work. I want that there. So, what am I going to do with this? I don't think that was intentional. Yeah, it was supposed to be something more like this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Wait, do I want it there? Do I want the entrance here or over here? I think I want it over this way. Yeah. Yes, I do. Like that. So far, so good. I did it again, didn't I? That doesn't need to be there. Okay. And that doesn't need to be there. And technically, that doesn't... Well, I don't know. I might put something here. I'll leave it alone for now. Okay. Okay. I do have... Oh, it's divided right here, though. Maybe I want to connect it. Oh, because now I've got this side of the sewer and this side of the sewer. And I'm not okay with that. Yeah, let's connect it. Yeah, okay. Let's connect it. I didn't actually mean to build a divider like that. So now I'm thinking I want to rearrange a few things, because I've got this hole here. No, it's alright. It's alright. What I want is to get rid of this big block in the center, though. Well, it's okay, too. I think maybe just one little enemy offshoot is fine. I will do that. Oh, no, I had the block there because of the way all these black chunks are set up. I still don't like it, though. I still don't like it. Maybe I can make this bigger. Yeah, even just cutting it back one row. Yeah, okay. Even just cutting it back one row makes it look okay. And now I have to put that there, which means I have to put a wall there, which means I need to build... There we go. Okay. So, do I have... What else can I do here? This is just empty. I don't like that. I'm gonna put... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I know... Oof. I know. All right. I know I keep walking back on it, but, you know, it's a work in progress. I'm building it out. I'm flushing it out. I'm actually going to do that. Okay. Save. All right. So I need to make use of all of this space. So first of all, what am I doing with this over here? Is it going to run all the way over and down to the exit? Is it going to cut its way into the exit? I think it should. I think both of these parts should meet. Maybe not right there, though. No. Not right there. We'll have him come down one more. There we go. And perfect. All right. That makes this just a big empty space, though. Well, it's not too big. That's okay. It's not too big. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then this comes down. Yeah, okay. So the player could, with a bit of luck and avoiding the enemies, start here, work their way down and around, come down this way, walk over here, and to the exit. Great. The problem is, between them and the exit, there's an enemy spawn here, an enemy spawn here, an enemy spawn here. I should have an enemy spawn up here in this section. And enemy spawn here. So good. All right. Yeah. And maybe one in this section. You know what I could do, looking at it now, is use the green sludge as places where the enemies begin. Just for a visual reference for me, the designer. And to give a clue to the player, if they were walking past an area with no enemies, but there's green slime, hey, this is where one of those enemies started, so there might be an enemy in the vicinity. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Okay, so I like this. This is good. But I also need... Do I want to run this the whole way down? Yeah, I mean, I have it on the top and in the middle, so sure. Let's run it the whole way down. I'm actually going to put some sludge there. There we go. If I'm going to do that, then I'm going to put some sludge there. I'm also going to put some sludge there, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm getting distracted though. Let's finish up the bottom here. So I know with this that it's just going to run the whole way. Actually, do I know that? Let's look at the top here, right? I mean, there's a wall here between the two because there's an enemy spawner here, so the player, it doesn't just go straight for the player. But what if I have it broken up down here? I could do that. What do I mean? Well, when I get the rest of the sewer down here, I'll show you what I mean. But yeah, forget it. I'll do it now. What I mean is, let's say that, not there, but let's say that there is a break right here. And maybe another one right there. The player can't get to this point and walk straight across. They'll have to come up and around and over. It's not a big deal, especially if I put like... Especially if I do that. But I could design it so that the player doesn't have a straight shot from end to end. Which I think I will do. Just to mix it up. Just to change it from the top. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. So how can I do this? This could connect to something instead of just being a narrow passage. It could come out this side. But then what? Am I connecting it to this? Yeah, okay, sure. That'll work. Yeah. All right. But I still have all this extra room down here. What about... Do I want to connect these two areas, or do I just want... What if I do that and make it this spawn room for enemies? Well, what if I do that? Let me see. It might not work the way I'm hoping. Well, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, we can have this side room off to the edge here. I don't have a whole lot of side rooms off to the edge, do I? There's one here, and that's it, really. There's these two in the center. This one here. This one connects. Oof. Well, maybe I can... No, because it has to be able to go through. There's only two entrances from the top to the bottom half of the map. Yeah, looking at it, there's an entrance here, there's an entrance here, but there's nothing over here. Maybe I should... I think I should have... Yeah. I think I should have a way for the player to come through in three... The left, the right, and the middle. 3 areas. Alright, well that means I have to redesign this area, because that's not going to work. If I put that there... Yeah, that's not going to work. It's a simple fix, though. I mean, I just have... Well, hold on. Alright, so if I change it so that they can't get through... Well, what if I come around... Yeah, okay, alright. I will actually break it up here. And then... Yeah, okay. That works for me. I'm just gonna get rid of this as well. There we go. But in exchange for making it easier for the player, there's gonna be a spawn right there. There needs to be another way down here, and there needs to be a way down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 4 ways to get from the top to the middle. Okay. Well, I want it to be interesting too, not just straight lines and square rooms, like I said. So, what if I put... No. I have a better idea. We'll put, instead of a square room like we have here, we'll keep doing squares. I want like this. Yes. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. All right. Good. I got it. I know what I'm doing. I think. Scratch that. Okay, so this will come over into a spawn room over here. Good. This needs to connect. Shoot. All right, I did do it wrong. That needs to connect right there. All right. And then I can have another spawn room out over this way. All right. I kind of painted myself into a corner because I don't have a lot of room to work with, but that is what I want to do. And then I can have some sludge in the back here and over here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good. All right. One little chunk left and then we'll be done with the sewers. So how do I want to do this and make it look interesting? What about at the end here? The very end. We want to make it different from up here as well. So I could have a spawn room right here. That's not going to work because of the wall. All right, well, if I put the wall there, and then make it like that. All right, well, that'll work, I guess. So how do I want this to go? Do I want it to connect here, or do I want a connection that comes here with this in the middle? No, I can't do it this way because I've basically locked the player out. They can't come down through here to get out, and they can't come down here to get out. Well, all right. Let's back up. Because I don't want it to be a straight shot. So if they come in here, can't block this off. Oy. Okay. I'm gonna have to rethink how I do this then. Because I don't want to block the player off. But I want to make it a little tricky. Instead of just a straight shot from end to end. Alright, well, in the meantime, let me remove these walls, because that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work with what I want to do. I'm also gonna remove this. That's not what I want either. Alright. What about... I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Just, yeah, if the player walks down this way, well, no. I'm going to have it spawn over here. Well, but then it winds up looking like this one. Yeah, that's not going to work. I can't block that off. What I can do, okay, what I can do is make this a dead end, though. Not this one. So if I put a little more room between these two, there we go. And then right, okay. So that's a dead end, and that'll spawn a spawn room. Okay. But that still doesn't fix how to get down here. What about... if I have a block here that the player can't pass. And then... no, I don't want to do that. I want them to enter this room to come around, but not from here. Yeah, okay. All right, this might work. This is just a test. So do I want to block that off, or do I want it to connect? It's getting crowded over here. I think maybe I just want it to... yeah, I think maybe I just want it to serve like that. Okay. All right. Actually, I could give a little extra there. No, I want it to connect. Shoot, I did it again. I did it again. My finger keeps... there we go. Okay, maybe I should get rid of this wall here then. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that wall. Okay. So... like so. And then... keep... yes, okay. That's what I want. But I want a little more... I want a little more of the room in the room instead of the wall here, so... yeah, it's gonna have to be like that. Okay. And then I've got this space I don't know what to do with. But the player can come down and around into this room, and then up and around to the exit. Or they can come here. So I think I will block this off. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna block that off. That's a lot of... I'm gonna have to do something about over here then, to make it an exit. If there's a space here and a space here, and a space here... well, I guess not. I mean, the entrance is easy, right? That's fine. But as the player works their way down to the exit, it should become increasingly harder for them to get to the exit, right? You have your exit over here. You have your exit over here, or right here. Oops. You have your exit here or right here. And then you basically have two ways to go. Out this way, or out this way. And then you basically have 3 exits at the end. 1, 2, and 3. One of them's way over here. So, yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe... Alright. I see a problem I have with this. Let's connect this right there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I have to be okay with that. I have to. Yeah, I mean, the whole point was to make it a black area like I have up here, but it's just not going to work, so I might as well... okay. All right. So what about this? I've got this little black space here that I'm not using. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking I want that. So it's just a straight line here and here. Actually, with the straight line, I think maybe I should do this. and then not do anything with that over there. Okay. Well, I should actually just get rid of that sledge then, right there. I wanted this room to be a little different, a little jagged or misshapen instead of just a square or a rectangle. So what if... what if I do that instead? Yeah, it's not great, but it works. That's the important thing. So 1, 2, 3 exits. Okay. I don't know. I'm not happy with this bottom part of the sewer. I'm not happy with it. I'm not. Let me finish just building it. Because once it's all done, once everything's in place, I can worry about how it... the minor details. I can worry about the minor details. Enemy placement, player pathing. Yes, okay. Now that it's all done, I can step back, look at it objectively, and decide if I want to make any tweaks to it. But I like this. I like the idea of monsters hunting down the player, and the player having to, if they want to avoid fights, they can. There's multiple ways through here. Yeah, except, okay, yes, I like it, I like it. So this is the broad outline I'm going to stick with. All right, but I think I'm done here. So we'll end the episode here. Thank you everyone for joining me, as usual. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Until next time, stay safe and God bless you.